Well, hi there, everybody, and welcome to the stream. I'm Robin at Yakuza, and we're playing Yakuza 0. Hi, Crow. Taxes filed, let's watch some games. Hell yeah. And actually, let's start with making money. We've done so much of that lately, but now we're going to do more. How you doing? How's everybody doing? I'm doing pretty okay. Taxes filed, let's watch some real estate. You reevaluated, reassessed, and you reasserted. Congratulations. So, today, what are we going to do today? I think we're going to do some side stories because they're fun, and we only have like 3 out in the wild to do right now. So I figure, why the heck not? In fact, we're about to S-rank a whole bunch. Territories. Dishes watched. Let's watch some real estate. Hi, cat. Yes. All very sound. All very good decisions. All very responsible. How much money do I have? 4 bajillion Ds. Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and buy some stuff. More damage. More heat retention. The ability to punch somebody in the elbow. And we are fleet of foot, or fleeter of foot. Oh. I love to crush my elbow. I pulled my shoulder out a little bit today. For good reasons. Like, it wasn't like I just woke up today and I was in my 30s and therefore my shoulder sucked. Though that usually happens, this time it was because I was helping to carry a large heavy thing that now allows us to have a nice... Hi, Judge. I just realized that was you. It's a nice little... I got stuff going on behind me. Nefarious things. Oh shit, I think my credit card just came in. Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. Well, through all this, it's time to blow all my money elsewhere. No, I can't do it. It's a free money card, isn't it? No, it's not. Don't think like that. Don't think like that. It's a problem. Oh. I hear you. I hear the call of a horny card. And I need it. Give it to me. Give it to me. Where are you? You are a card. Oh god, this is going to annoy the crap out of me. Okay, we gotta find this. We just have to look for a glowing, like, notably glowing spot. There it is. Oh, that was hornier than I was expecting. Okay. All search that commits credit card crimes. Fraud or jack? Are we getting back on that? Because that's like one of my favorite bits. So how's everybody doing? Playing anything new lately? I just bought, started, and finished Case of the Golden Idol. And if you at all like Return of the Obra Dinn, just as soon as the stream is over, go buy Case of the Golden Idol and just sit there and play it all night. That is my recommendation, and I fully endorse this decision. It's really good. Really freaking good. So first, let's go to a telephone club. Officer 2 has reached the zenith of her powers after beating up the final boss of capitalism, Dragon of Doji Manderjack. You know what? I like that. That's a good one. This is a telephone club. Ah, is this your first visit to our establishment? Yeah, first time. Totally didn't show up here because of the pleasure thing. Oh, what a deep, manly voice you've got. Something wrong with that? No, on the contrary. Telephone clubs. A voice that matters. I can tell you, you're going to be popular with the ladies. If you say so. Don't know how this works. Of course. Please, allow me to explain. We've seen all this. That's it in a nutshell. Got it. Girls call in, I pick up the phone. Exactly. The ladies call in with romance in mind, while others may want to have a nice chat, or just see what we're about. It's all good as long as people can connect with others who are looking for the same thing. In other words, I need to figure out what the other person's looking for. Couldn't have put it better myself. A clever man like you must be in high demand among the fairer sex. You tell that to every customer to get their hopes up, don't you? Oh no, I assure you. And, well, there's no denying you've got an amazing voice, too. Well, anyhow, welcome to Telltale Boys Club. Lighten up your day chatting with fun young ladies. We have several deals tailored to your needs. Okay, we don't really need to do, like, I don't think we need to do a long one. We just need to... We just need to find very particular people. So we're going to go with the short course. Yes, Vampire Survivors. I just caught up. Because every time DLC drops, anytime there's a new content update, I'm just there and I max it out right away. Yakuza. It's a really fun game, by the way. Go play that too. It's also like $3. Still my favorite little shot right there. Alright, this is how it works. We have to wind up and shoot our shot. Aw. I'm not having a lot of luck here. Come on. I know it's tempting to say easy woman. No! I'm looking for ideas for easy money. Huh? Shit. I fucked up. Really nothing. What do I do for a living? Riku Ehara. Hi, Ryan. Okay. What's something more personal? Do you worry? Do your work! What are you doing here? I am your father now. I don't think it was Riku Ehara, but it was a very similar name. I'm hoping for 3 specific people. You're crumbling. Like a girl who's gassy. Such a good mode. It could have art. That is what I shall call my sweet babu. Juke me. There we go. Funnel cake. He's trying so hard. Taking this so seriously. Tell me about your first kill. I am exclusively into Black Widows. Got a lot of fungal tuning. I think that's one of the reasons why these modes don't quite crawl up my ass the way they could. Because they are legitimately just silly and stupid. I want to go... Oh no. Are okay? Wait, that's actually... It's not the worst possible gaff there. Moshi Moshi. Would you like to discuss car warranties with me, Kashima Kiryu? Meatball! That's a weird favorite sport, but I'm into it. Yakuza. That's the kind of sports ball I can get behind. Tell me about your bath faucet. Young baby ferrets, that is actually the correct answer. Meatball machine? Ooh. Hi, Malik. Now I need to know. It'd be a lot easier if I could get their names beforehand. Because there are actually 9 girls you can get in contact with, 3 of whom are considered successes. This is exactly what talking to girls is like. That's true, Judge. When you round the bases of meatball, it's fine slowly, so you don't slip on the raw beef. Oh, God. I just want meatballs now. We have pizza downstairs, and I'm streaming instead of eating that. We can meet in front of the theater. You better come soon, though, or I might take off. I'll be there soon. I'm Kiryu, by the way. It's a cool name. Sayuri. But you can call me Sayu. What will you be wearing? Hot red outfit. Hope you find me. Red outfit. Got it. So, this collection of sub-stories, of which there are 5, are a little mean in some ways. Meatball Machine is Japanese splatterpunk. All I need to know. Splatterpunk. Japanese splatterpunk. I'm good. Moderate amounts of chauvinism. Oh. Middling amounts of plot. Okay. Around 600 gallons of stunt blood, as well as a lot of fun practical effects. It's terrible, but not as bad as the other thing that exists. Not as bad as other things that exist. Yeah. Okay. I love a good splatterpunk, so... Fury might be here already. Red outfit, she said. Is that her? Hold on. Is that woman really Sayuri? It sounded a lot younger over the phone. Who am I kidding? That's not her. There's no way a woman that old had that voice. Huh? Hold on a second. Dude, this is your chance. Maybe it's Sayuri's mom? That could be it. It might be Sayuri's mom. Said I'd meet her. Better introduce myself. Oh yeah, girl loved the way your textures popped in when I zoomed in. Up close, she's even older. Are you Kiryu-san? Oh no. Yes, I am. May I ask if you are Sayuri's mother, Kiryu? Oh, Kiryu-san. I love your sense of humor already. It's me, Sayuri. I told you to call me Sayu-chan, remember? Ah, I see. What's wrong? Why did you suddenly get so stiff and formal with me? I was taught to respect my elders, man. God damn, Kiryu. Oh, don't be silly. I'm no older than, say, an older sister to you. We're not that far apart. Sister? You could be my mother, lady. Kiryu. Shall we then? Excuse me? Where are we going? Somewhere nice. nice place. And so we take damage. So, ready to go see some baby ferrets? God. Tokyo Gore Police is a worse film, but it tries harder to be purposefully splatterpunk with a 2-week shooting schedule. Yeah, I still want to watch that, so... Meatball Machine is going on the list. Au revoir, my telephone boy toy. This never happened. This never happened. I mean, Kiryu, if you were just a little nicer about this... You could literally just say, my dude, you had certain expectations, and you do not feel that this would be a good match because you do not feel that your expectations line up with something that would be a good experience for you both. You could do that, but you won't. Because someone didn't raise you right. To be fair, your parents are dead, so. A mother's touching, dude. Like I said, this one's like kind of weirdly mean. You gotta do it a lot. Like, we're gonna be trying our best to get through this. And I think once we're done with the telephone club, we're gonna move on with the main story for a little while. Yeah, Kyushu #1 star. I'm glad it's just like sitting right there. Don't need to do any but the short course. Not that like... Not that we couldn't use the extra time, not that we don't have the money. Friend who stayed in Japan for half a year and I showed him this game and he lost his shit when we got inside Kyushu. I've been in like 4 places that were exactly like that. Shoot! Oh. Ooh. It's on a binary. You're either having it inflicted on you or you're inflicting it on someone. So I gotta find the right person to inflict it on me. Okay. Good. I like that. I mean, it is called Tokyo Gore Police. You like mice? That's a good opener. Like that's one of those things you should let people know on first meeting on a date. 12! I am 12 years old! I'm 12 and what is this? There we go. So, this minigame has a very interesting setup. And the color of the bikini is what's important. Because of course it is. There are 3 different colors. So, there are... there's one, like, success person for each color of bikini and 2 failures. And Kiri is very rude about it. So once we actually find the success we're looking for and we've gotten all of the failures that we're looking for that will mark off our sub-story, we can just pretty much hang up anytime we see the info. There we go. We can pretty much hang up as soon as we see a color of bikini that no longer is relevant to us, which is either an incredibly video gamey way of talking about it, or weirdly misogynistic. Maybe both? I don't know. But it's fun, you know? There we go. I know that, like, starting on this today is going to mean my mom's going to come in to this stream and be like, "What are you doing?" Sorry, I'm only interested in girls who wear green bikinis right now. Pretty much. That's exactly what it feels like. He asks, "You're making new friends." True. Very familiar to an old Sega arcade game. I mean, it has like a Sega vibe to it, doesn't it? I'm not just saying it because it's Sega, but like... They're ghosts. Why is that even an option? As young baby ferrets an option anywhere. What are your interests? Ghouls. There we go. You're friends with baby ferrets. Listen, if they would just... Wait, here's a good question. How often do ferrets even show up in games? Why don't we have a ferret maintenance game? There is somebody out there making a new Nintendogs, but we don't have a game all about taking care of baby ferrets. Or any kind of ferret. And that seems weird to me. I know this is going on screen. Listen, that's not important. My question is, why isn't there Nintendo ferrets? I feel like we need that. Love. Okay, let's see. Karako. Ooh. Another failure. Lark says she wants the experience of keeping ferrets without the smell, which, yeah. Yeah. No, that's accurate. Yeah. I feel like that'd be a killer indie Steam early access game. Parent game featuring Stinkometer. Oh. Alright, I just started really thinking hard about Stinko Man. Summer shock. I also just miss having Homestar Runner being a regular fixture still. Looks like I got here first. Wait. It's really late. It's been a while now. Maybe he's held up in traffic? Sorry, did you wait long? Is that her? They still upload stuff, too. The Brothers Chat still upload old videos and remix new ones, and there was a little Let's Play series with Strong Bad that I hope keeps going, because that's one of my favorites they've done in a long time. Sorry I couldn't get here sooner. No, I just got here too. Not her. Man, got the telephone club snub. Went to a telephone club and thought I scored a hot hookup, but turns out she was just a soccer hooker. Some new slang? Nah, she's just some club shill. Pretends to be a caller to get guys into the club. Hey, but of course she stood me up. We wasted 2 hours. Oh man, you got punked. Nani? Sakura. I got played for a fool by a club ringer. A dream, scattered like cherry blossoms in the wind. And it's not even spring. I love it. Poor bastard. Thought she was a Cammy, but she was just a sucker. Oh god, Street Fighter 6 is coming out soon. I want it. One of the fun things about moving the way I am right now is, yeah, it really sucks when someone wrecks your neutral game. One of the things I do with our current apartment is that I occasionally just grab something I want that's like a little nicety, a little luxury that I could live without, but I don't feel like it. So one of the things I brought last time was my RAP4 Ori fight stick. And I am ready. I am ready for some goddamn Street Fighters. There was a video I watched about the site and how it really pushed Flash and its capabilities and compared Flash getting canned after like a decade to, what if we stopped making films after 1898? And it does kind of feel that way. Like, it's... If there's one thing I really hate about corporations, it's that anytime we do this thing where we create a format and they just decide to abandon it, it's really hard to maintain that. There have been efforts to try and archive a lot of old Flash videos, and they've been pretty good. And it's still totally possible to go and watch old Flash videos, but you can't do it through a site anymore because there's just no browser support. So you have to have a program on your freaking computer. Which of course means a lot of people don't have access to that because computers themselves aren't quite as ubiquitous anymore compared to tablets and smartphones. Which sucks, because, yeah, you can watch Homestar Runner on YouTube, but that's not the same thing. Although they do try their hardest to make sure you get all of the content, even the secrets and Easter eggs. Show me your face through the phone. It's super not the same. It really isn't. Like, there's... Again, what you're seeing on screen, not fucking important. What is important, pixel hunting in Homestar Runner videos. Yes, you're very cute, but have you heard the good word about Homestar? Computers barely have CD drives nowadays. Bet you like poplars. Yeah, I finally kind of caved with the whole like no CD drive thing, and I bought a separate Blu-ray drive. But like I can't watch a movie on my computer anymore unless it's like an old school DVD. But they don't really sell DVDs as often as they do Blu-ray, so it's just like cool. I like guns. I mean, we know Kiryu. It's like, I don't mind the loss of CDs so much, but the fact that they aren't as ubiquitous means like that there's a lot of stuff I have that I can't really get access to as easily anymore. Eventually, these devices are going to be harder to access, harder to buy. A friend of the channel, Alif, has like an affection for like old school cassette Walkmans. And there's a part of me that knows if I start getting into something like that, it's going to be a problem because I will sink into it deeply. I already collect old consoles. I don't need to do other stuff too. It's already a problem because nobody archives stuff. I've barely been paying attention to the screen this whole time. I'm just excited to see every stupid little line. I need to look up what the heck a poplar is. A tree. Right. I think you made a joke Chris about that the other day, and it just did not stick in my head. Ooh, Mireille. Well, this is a failure. I'm wearing blue today. My hair is pretty short. Don't forget, okay? Slow push to digitize everything, so you have to rent space on a cloud server to rent, but never own your movies or music. It's been happening since 2012. Yep. It is purely a profit-driven decision. It has nothing to do with being more convenient. Well, okay. Maybe at one point it was about the convenience of like, well, you can't own a disc when you rent, so here's an easy way to do that. That makes sense. But now everybody's doing it, and nobody is really taking on the whole physical media race. Mireille might be here already. Short hair and blue clothes, she said. Is that her? You have impeccable timing. We're looking at girls in bikinis around this time. There's no one else who might be her. Better introduce myself. Are you Mireille? Oh, hello there. You're late, you know. Sorry. What happened, Schnookums? Did you lose your way? Yeah, I am starting to feel like I lost my way. She's not... This is the one that always weirds me out because I don't... They want to convince me that she's ugly, right? They're not doing a great job on this one. But she does... Well, we'll see. You'll see. My, you're a little silly, Billy. I think that's cute, though. Is that right? Oh my, don't tell me. Is she gonna notice there's no chemistry here? You're already falling hard for me, I can tell. You can look my way, tough and buff stuff. Yeah. This is so wrong. She is ugly by Kiryu's standards. And this is kind of one of the ways in which Kiryu's standards are... I think the funniest thing about the ugly girls in Yakuza is that they still have the same hot girl model. Yeah. That's all. That is the in addition to problem. If she had an eye patch and a side dagger, I think she'd score more points. Oh, absolutely. It's okay, my stud biscuit. We've only just met and the night is still young. There's about to be a crisis. Shall we go? Kitty, 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 coon. Huh? Where? Ooh, I like it when you play coy. You know where. Somewhere hot and sleazy. Wait, hold on. I think we should talk about this. We don't need to rush. Ooh, you're so hot when you're flustered. Ugh. See you around, telephone boy. I feel like I lost something I'll never get back. The rosebed of the telephone club has its thorns. Okay. We'll hold off on more telephone clubs for now. Because some of them show up for images of bikini-clad girls gyrating their hips all over the place while I talk about archival of old media. It's maybe not the best way I can make this a more welcoming space for my mother. Funny. Really funny. I mean, there is the ferret talk. That's true. That does supersede the bikini-clad girls quite a bit. Look how the undercurrent of the telephone club minigame seems to be. Yeah, telephone clubs sucked ass. I mean, they kind of do. Like, there's 7 potential sub-stories to activate through that, and 3 of them are successes. And one of them repeats 3 times. Yo, Kitty-kun. Yo, Kasuga. How's it going? Great. Guns blazing as always. Job's going well, too. Job, huh? You're a magazine reporter, right? Are you still prying into Kamurocho's dark side? Darn tootin'. That said, there's been nothing but trivial tidbits to report lately. Covering small-time stories sucks. Rather than taking on anything too hot to handle. Are you out looking for trouble again? I thought I was dead in that gun deal 1 hour. Thanks again for saving my sorry ass. I got something to ask you, Kiryu-kun. Do you know about a group called the Human Trafficking Ring? Human Trafficking Ring? Never heard of it. But judging by the name, it sounds like trouble. First of all, they're just wearing it on their sleeve, like, feel a little more subtle, you know? No doubt. It's a lead I happened to stumble upon. Word on the street is the Human Trafficking Ring's based right here in Kamurocho, somewhere around Pink Alley. From what I hear, you can buy people there for the right amount of money. Young, old, men, women, whatever you want in the nationality of your choice. All for sale. There's really a place that crazy in Kamurocho. I know, it sounds nuts, doesn't it? Yeah, it's hard to believe. But if there really were such a place, and if you were a journalist, Kiryu-kun, what would you do? Whoa, Kasuga. You better not be. Oh, sure, as if I can let that slide without checking it out. Not as a reporter for the Weekly Shinjitsu, I can't. Figures. You never learn, do you? Despite the risks, Kasuga is intent on investigating these alleged slave traders called the Human Trafficking Ring. And so, now we get to decide. We're going to accompany him. It doesn't really matter what we do here, but... Kasuga, mind if I join you when you investigate those slave traders? You want to come with me? What for? I'm curious about the Human Trafficking Ring, and if you run into trouble, at least I'll be there to save you. Hey, thanks, I appreciate it, but, nah, sorry, I can't accept that offer. Why not? It's like this, see? I chase what may be dangerous stories because I want to bring the truth to my readers. That's just what I'm driven to do as a journalist. If I take a beating or end up killed, it's all on me, my own damn fault. But what happens if I get someone else involved and there's trouble? I couldn't bear that kind of guilt for the rest of my life. So, sorry. I can't let you come with me. If you've thought about it that much, I get it. Just be careful when you're investigating out there. Thanks, man. The iron's hot, and it needs to be struck. I'll be off investigating around Pink Alley. Uh-huh. See you around, Kiryu-kun. Hey, Nickerbob. Kasuga's gone to Pink Alley. Hope he doesn't run into any trouble. He's gonna run into trouble. So, let's go back to the telephone club. Seriously, it's just where it is. We just happen to be going to the same place. But it's also really funny. We can never completely tear ourselves away from it. Okay, let's take this right and pop on down here. Isn't that Kasuga? I'll just gently hide behind this barely obscured corner. Human trafficking. Ah, they're kind of whispering. Show letter of introduction. They're whispering, but I can't hear everything. Fine, come. Oh boy, I can't wait to traffic a human. I'm totally legit. Kasuga's been investigating the Human Trafficking Ring somewhere around here. Must have caught him in the act of going undercover. I'll have to ask him for the inside scoop back at that bar. If he lives that long. But in all honesty, he's probably fine. Whee! How's everybody doing okay? still thinking about like future games now that I'm kind of like bouncing around a bunch of indie titles again. Like, I think actually like purchasing little. Oh. Where's the fight? Where's the fight? Wait a minute. Maybe it's over here. Oh yeah, there you go. Well, let's do a punch. So I've been trying out a bunch of little things. Like I've been playing Cult of the Lamb, which has been great. I've been playing Little Gator Game and Sable, which there's a lot of Breath of the Wild inspiration in the games I've been playing lately, and I'm really appreciative. Yeah, Judge. The Marvel Avengers game is so I like the main story in terms of the story being told. I don't like the game or anything to do with the game. It is such a clumsy mess of an experience. I proposed to my meteorologist girlfriend in Wildflowers, and she said yes. I'm very proud. I'm very glad. You deserve it. I also need to remember to start messing with the dream machines more often. 20 days ahead! One of these days I should like show off that game because it's not good, Avengers. And I don't think people should go out of their way to play it necessarily, but like there's something about it that's just like, it's fascinating. It is an absolutely fascinating failure to me. Kasuga's not here. Is Kasuga not coming today? Are you meeting someone here? No, not really. You know the guy who always sits here? I was wondering if he was coming by today. Ah, him. He used to come by pretty much every day, but I haven't seen him at all recently. That's odd. Last time I saw him was when you two were drinking together, I think. Ah, I remember. An absolutely indeterminate amount of time. I remember it like it was yesterday. That was when we talked about the human trafficking ring. After that, I saw him digging around in Pink Alley. He hasn't been back here since then. Bad feeling about this. Makes you worry, doesn't it? Huh? Yeah, it does. I'm sure it'll be okay. I hope so. Maybe I should go check out Pink Alley just in case. Yeah, it's a very pretty game. At least at best of times. And there are aspects of it that I do really enjoy. Because, like, I'm a sucker for a superhero game, right? I would love a game where I can fly. I would love a game where I can just, like, have an excuse to punch baddies with a whole bunch of people. On paper, there's a lot there that sounds really appealing. And to an extent, like, I was into it. But only in the sense that, like, it had a lot of stuff in theory that could be really fun. And it's just, the execution of almost everything is just kind of wonky at best. That's Kasuga.
Oi.
Hey, Kasuga. Kiryu-kun. What happened to you? Kiryu-kun. Run. What? Come on, let's get you out of here. Little weasel. Look how far he ran. Who are you? Hand over that rodent reporter. The guy who was talking with Kasuga before. Is he from the human trafficking ring? Sorry, can't do that. He's an associate of mine. Oh, you're his friend, are you? You should know. Sound's dark secrets are best left in the shadows. I don't know or care who you clowns are. I just know your boy there came around sniffing us out. For that, you're both going on the auction block. We're gonna be like Mulder and Scully, only Mulder was a witch and neither of them were the feds. I should play Wildflowers, huh? Because that statement Made me very excited. Okay, we have defeated the human trafficking ring with our fists. Not half bad, but not good enough. Bad for you, the cavalry's coming. Let's see how long you can hold out against my backup with a rat to babysit. What is going on here? Boys, boss man? Why would you come here yourself, boss? I'm so sorry, sir. I'll take care of these two right away. Please, I beg your pardon. You may release them. They're free to go. Well, but these weasels came looking for a fight. They are ordinary citizens, nothing more. Just a little overly curious, I'm sure. But they know everything. And what of it? You're as much to blame for trying to conduct business with a civilian. Some secrets are best left in the shadows. Sorry, sir. I'll let them go. Get off easy this time. Oh yes, my favorite Death Stranding character, Boss Man. Oh yes, my favorite Mega Man villain. We're safe? You saved me again, Kiryu-kun. Thanks. If it weren't for you, I'd be merchandised at the human trafficking ring. You better take that lesson to heart, Kasuga. If you sniff around when you smell trouble, it'll bite you on the nose. Yeah, I know. You've hauled me out of some deep shit twice now. Seriously, Kiryu-kun, I am sorry. Must have been over my head after all. I'll stop sticking my nose into Kamurocho's shadows for the time being. Yeah, cool your heels a while. And if you still want to chase the city's shadows after the heat's died down, be more careful next time. There's a sound idea, Kiryu-kun. Maybe I'll lay low. You can laugh now, but if that man hadn't shown up, we could have been in a world of pain. Uh-huh. Not that I'd know. I was out cold. But you saw the boss of the human trafficking ring, yeah? I envy you, man. I caught a glimpse, but he hid his identity under a hat. Even if I saw him again, I wouldn't recognize his face. Still a massive coup. We're talking about a guy who might control part of Kamurocho's underworld. Someone big. Dream on. But the boss's voice and stature, I can't shake the feeling I might know him from somewhere. Mystery mounts in trafficking terror. Is the ring's ringleader right behind you? How's that for a headline? What did I say about cooling your heels? So much for learning your lesson. I'm sorry, call it an occupational hazard. Guess that's just who you are, Kasuga. It's nice to see you two drinking together again. Yeah, it's true. See, Kasuga? Our barkeep was worried about you, too. Oh, is that right? Thanks, you're the best, I swear. You got me as a daily regular for life. Very happy to hear that. But, if I may, you must be more cautious around these parts. After all, hey, some dark secrets are best left in the shadows. Voice. Is something the matter, sir?
Yeah.
No, it's nothing. No, it can't be. Did you not hear my advice against alliteration, asswipe? Guilty Gear is real? No, you're thinking of bet me. Yeah. Or Happy Chaos. No, wait, that's different. Which one? What is this? Ooh. Yeah, let's go to Club Vincent. As we make our way to the story. Well, time to go drink an Earth Angel. Actually, yeah, there is a sub-story we can get started on real quick. So I think you just had a good idea. In a chat room full of people with good ideas, you had one of them. Okay. We're good. And let's just do this. Boop. Oh, I love the slap an enemy to death. Just slippity slappity. Kicking the crafty. I don't know what the sub-story is at Vincent off the top of my head. Right, I said I was going to go to Happy Hap, you get slapped. I said I was going to go to Earth Angel, and I didn't. Oh, actually, this is the one we needed to go to. This is the sub-story. Okay. Where are you? Luca Kanai. We need to talk to this asshole. It's you again. I didn't catch your name during our little money-scattering encounter before. It's Kiryu. You always hang around this place? Yes, when I'm in Japan. I travel the world a lot, so I don't get to spend much time here. Don't you ever go home? I'll go home soon. On my next trip overseas. Live in another country? I guess when you're rich, that's an option. No, no. I live in a jumbo jet. Jumbo jet? Well, think of it like a mobile home. When you're a global businessman, you spend more time in the air than anywhere else. I have several private jets, and I switch between them depending on my mood. They're hangared at different airports around the world. Hangar space is at a premium with the soaring land prices these days, so it costs me an arm and a leg. Anyway, I guess you could say this place serves as my office while I'm in Japan. Welcome to the investment fund, Kiryu-kun. Investment fund? You wanted to know how I earned my wealth, didn't you? Yeah. Business may be booming right now, but there can't be too many people earning more money than they know what to do with. Clark just says, can't believe this guy is actually Taylor Swift. Ooh boy. I should... Let's see. I'm gonna try something. Okay. I'm messing with my mic a little bit, turning on some things. Hey, roomies, could y'all give me some notes? Okay, that one didn't catch. That was some squealing. Okay, how about some words instead?
It's me. The problem, it's me.
We can get halfway through this room. Okay, further back.
Like what? I mean, hi.
Hey, there you go. I was just checking to make sure y'all's voices started coming in more clearly because they weren't.
Oh.
Your voices weren't being picked up.
Very sad.
Yeah, so I fixed it. Anyway.
Give me the attention I deserve.
Well, this is how it's done. I just sit here enjoying a drink and wait for the phone to ring. That's it. Sorry, I don't follow. Can you tell me a little more? Sure, but it might take a while to explain. You want me to go on? Please, fill me in on the details. Okay, but let me warn you, this could get long. Feel free to zone out if you want to. It won't get you into trouble later. First, the investment fund raises capital from customers who have extra savings stashed away. Then we invest this money in people engaged in business that we feel show promise. And in return, a portion of the profits we gain to our investors. In other words, we just juggle money around. The people we lend it to do all the real work. So you're basically a moneylender.
Yeah.
Well, not exactly. Moneylenders profit through the interest they charge, but we make our money by investing in all manner of things. We put our money into whatever gets us a return, from listed stocks to startup companies, movie productions, and even horse racing. You can call that investing if you want, but it sounds a lot like gambling to me. But we bet to win, my boy. Although we use other people's money, a failed investment gains us nothing. So we don't just throw cash into any old venture. We do our best to ensure we lend money only to businesses with solid potential for a return. You make it sound easy. Well, finding the right people to invest in is no simple task. But they're out there if you know where to look. In fact, I've found one right here. 1986, during the Japanese economic boom. Here. You, Kiryu-kun. I hear you've started up a respectable business of your own in Kamurocho recently. Whoa, you really have your ear to the ground, huh? How's it going? Any problems with cash flow? Hard to say. To be honest, I could be doing well or headed for rocky waters, and I wouldn't know either way. That's only to be expected. So, Kiryu-kun, you have two choices laid before you. Choices? You could boost your finances by contributing money to our fund, or by accepting an investment from us. The choice is yours. Huh? I understand why you'd want me to invest, but you're also offering to put money into my business? Of course. Although the money wouldn't actually be ours. It would be from someone contributing to the fund. And who would that be? We've adopted a rather unique system for our investment fund. We call it a mutual investment trust. Okay. Put simply, whether investing or being invested in, the funds are exchanged between predetermined parties. For example, let's say you contribute to the fund and we invested that money in the business of M-san in Sotenbori, just as an example, just off the top of my head. If M-san then used that money in a successful business venture, a percentage of the profit would come back to the fund. That's pretty standard. Yeah, makes sense. The difference is in what happens next. If M-san then contributed to the fund, your business would be given priority for its investment. M-san originally made a profit through your contribution, so you should be rewarded for that, don't you think? So when I put in money, it only goes to this M-san. And when I take a cash injection, it's always from him too. That's right. You catch on quickly. Why do we need to go through the fund?
Yeah.
Well, wouldn't it be quicker for M-san and me to just exchange money directly? Oh, come on now, Kiryu-kun. You can't just poke holes into this whole system. How on earth would you find someone you could entrust with that kind of money?
Questions?
Our fund has all the connections to ensure that investments only go to trustworthy parties. That means you can contribute without fear of putting your money at risk. You have a point. I have to admit, I know next to nothing about investing, and you will continue to know nothing. You're far better off using our fund to send money to M-san. Okay, I get the picture. Whew. So, who would M-san be in my case? Well, we have candidates all over Japan. I'm the face of the fund here in Kamurocho, and we also have a representative in Sotenbori, Osaka. Sotenbori, huh? I hear the nightlife industry is really booming over there, with cabaret clubs and the like. That would probably be a good area to invest in now. So you're saying the money I contribute would probably go to someone running a cabaret club in Sotenbori, huh? And the reverse is also true. Any money contributed by the individual in Sotenbori would come to you in Kamurocho. However, we'd take a cut from our commission, so you wouldn't get the full amount. That's just the way it is. That about sums it up, I guess. I think I get how the system works. As a gesture of goodwill, let me make a little contribution to your business, Kiryu-kun. And so we get 10 million yen.
Nani?
You sure you want to give me all this? Use that money to make your business thrive. And if you make a profit, invest any extra cash you have with us. Like I said in the beginning, we just juggle money. Our business relies on people using the fund. Okay, understood. So this man will end up dead in 3 years. Yep, so this guy rides high for 3 years, and then in 1989, he will die of concrete poisoning. Wow. I mean, who knows? Okay, so we once again have an exclamation point. Why? Do we have to... Huh?
Concrete poisoning really killed me, by the way.
It's a good bit.
It's him too.
Ooh, we also have a shared item box. Well, that's good. Let's see, what else can we do? Let's go ahead and invest that 10 mil, just for the hell of it.
Nani?
How about that 10 million yen I gave you? Huh? You mean it's a set amount? For new investors, it's better to set a limit. Once you get used to things, I'll raise the amount a little at a time. I get that there has to be a limit, but why is the amount fixed at 10 million yen? Can't I just start with a small investment? How small? 1 yen? 2? Tiny investments like that won't lead to any profit. What's the point? Well, it's just 10 million yen. Okay? Fine. Jeez. Good. Where were we then? So this time your contribution is 10 million yen. Are you ready to invest? Sure. Okay, now we're in business. I'll deduct our 15% commission and send the rest to Emzan. Hopefully he'll make good use of it. 15%? Is that all? You gave me 10 million yen to start with. Aren't you taking a big loss? Oh, I'm not worried at all. The money will find its way back to me eventually. You just focus on your business, Kiryu-kun. If you say so. Next time, I'll drop my commission to 10%. Come back when you have some more money burning a hole in your pocket. Okay, I have more money burning a hole in my pocket. Oh, okay, fine. Won't let me do it. Come on, let me do it again. Allow me. Give to me. Okay, how about now? Wait, this place doesn't serve caviar with meals? Oh, well that's different. But never mind. Okay, let's invest more. I want to invest some money. You'd like to contribute money to Emsan and Sonbori. Let's make it 100 million yen this time. 100 million? That jumped up quick. If such a tiny sum gets you rattled, you won't make it far in the business world, you know. Yeah, I guess you're right. If you don't have that much to spare right now, you could wait for Emsan and Sotenbori to inject some cash. Hopefully he's building up a nice nest egg. Well, one can only hope. Anyway, this time your contribution will be 100 million yen. Are you ready to invest? Boop. Okay, that concludes our transaction. Emsan will get this money minus our 10% commission. Let's look forward to seeing what he does with it. For your next investment, I'm willing to drop our fee to 5%. You'd be a fool not to take me up on it. I'm going to assume we have to wait until we get $1 billion. 1 billion yen. That's still like $10 million. Ish. Anyway, let's go to West Park and actually do story stuff. I know, it's weird, but we don't have a house because our apartment burned down. Which feels like forever ago. This is West Park. Hope there's somewhere for me to sleep. So West Park is going to be a popular location for us for a while. Nanase Otoha. And we are going to Dream Machine. What do we get? We get Super Alloy Bat. Huh, okay. Oh, we got pigeons. We got so many pigeons. Okay.
Yo.
Oh, it's you. What, you forget? Bought us around a while back. Told you where to find us. Okay, he's just gonna talk.
確か第三公園であったな。
そうそう思い出してくれたか。でもこんなとこで何してる。
家がなくなってな。あんたらと同じだ。
なんだそれじゃお仲間ってわけだ。
ああそれで今夜一晩どこかに寝られる場所はねえか。凍え死ななけりゃ何でもいい。
いいよ。そんなら俺のねぐらに寝させてやるよ。ただ襲ったりすんな。俺はそっちの気はねえんだ。
バカ言ってんじゃね
俺のねぐらはすぐそこ。あのブルーシートのやつだ。好きに使ってくれ。そうだな、一泊10万でどうだ。
は
なんてな、冗談だよ。気が向いたらまた酒をおごってくれ。
すまねえな。ありがとう。
いいってことよ。
So the homeless in these games are always, like, a vast majority of the time depicted in, like, a surprisingly good light. The Yakuza franchise in general does a really good job of making sure not to punch down too much, especially when it's absolutely unnecessary. Like, the whole... Something we might see in a bit that you've seen in other movies. They're not homeless people, they're masterless samurai. I mean... That's only kind of a joke. Cool. We have a gambling ring. Aha. There you are. Reika Aiba. Oh, she's a Gyaru. Okay. So I got 2 of the cards that are around here. I think there are more, but I don't really want to, like, push myself. But yeah, a vast majority of the time, if a homeless person in these games is doing something disreputable, it's usually because of the framing device of they're getting paid and they're desperate. And they shouldn't necessarily be judged for that, is almost always the framing. It's very rare for a homeless person in these games to actually be, like, despicable if they aren't presented as, like, a major antagonist prior to that. So it's kind of interesting because they're not scared of presenting homeless people as people you can kind of root for in these games, which is good because there are so many games where they just depict homeless people as just like ratty and terrible and mean and selfish and stereotypical. And they do play with a lot of stereotypes here, but yeah, as Kat said, they're just trying to get by. And as we get later in the series, they add a lot of nuance to homeless living that you don't see in media, like, ever. Including the very few people who are homeless for a good reason that they themselves put on themselves. Because sometimes homeless people aren't homeless, they are trying to get away. And that's the only option they have. So it's something fascinating that I keep looking at here. There's one particular scene in 7 that I really appreciate in terms of shutting down the just get a job BS. Oh god, I cannot wait to get to 7. For, like, that's one of the big reasons. This has to be the shelter he mentioned. Should at least keep me from freezing to death. I should call it a day. Yeah, they really showcase how hard it is to actually get and keep a job in that kind of space. 7 is like one of my favorites for good reason.
なんだ。おい、あんた起きろ。
くそ、奴らだ。
堂島組？
堂島？何言ってる？こいつらホームレス狩りだ。
These guys aren't mafia, they're just assholes.
Hey, 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 hey! あれ？そっちのやつなんかホームレスっぽくないじゃん。別にいいんじゃね？ここにいんだから同罪だよ。同罪。逃げんなよ。 やめろ。
何命令してんの？やめてくださいだろ。
No words, only punch.
なんだこいつ。やってくれたよ。これ大怪我だよな。一車両一車両。
どうしようもねえガキどもだな。
そうです。僕らガキの未成年です。人殺しても罪になりません。
罪にならなきゃ罰は受けねえとでも思ってんのか。世の中そんなに甘かんねえぞ。
生きがいいね。俺らとやる気かよ。
おい、こいつ俺のこと殴ったんだぞ。ぶっくるぜ。
だね、そろそろ本気でやっちゃう。いっぺん人が死ぬとこ見てみたかったしさ。
Alright. Let's kick a whole bunch of entitled ass. Gotta love heat. Twofer. Haven't done that heat action before, so yay.
なんだよこれ。ふざけんなよ。やめろよお前。こんなことしてただで済むと思ってんのかよ。
何がどうただで済まねえんだ。
分かったよ。悪かった。だからもう許してくれって。
それで謝ってるつもりか。それ謝る相手を間違っている。
You don't have to apologize to me. I'm the one who kicked your ass.
なあ、これ君んだろ。さっきこれでおじさんの頭殴ろうとしたろ。ってことはやっぱり君んだよな。
やめろやめろよバカ野郎。
し、もうみんな寝てるんだ。声が大きいよ。
Apologize for not dropping better loot, you little punk.
ありがとうよ。あんたが一緒にいてくれたおかげで命拾いしたよ。あのガキどもちょくちょく俺らの仲間を襲ってたんだ。多分もう二度と来ないだろうけどさ。
そうか。
そういや、まだあんたの名前聞いてなかったな。
俺は桐生だ。
桐生さん。そうか、やっぱりね。確か町で堂島組の連中が探してるやつがそんな名前だったな。安心してくれ。ここにはもうあんたを売るような人間はいない。俺たちは貸し借りにうるさいんだ。
そうか。
Always root for the homeless here. During the 1980s, this was a common enough amount of violence that it became part of Japan's medic culture. Interesting. I would like to know more.
よう桐生さん、客が来てるぞ。あんたを探してる。
客？堂島組か。
いや、立花不動産の人間って言ってる。一応あんたのことは知らねえって言っといたけど。
そうか、すまん。そいつは今どこにいる？
公園の出口に車止めてる。気になるなら行ってみな。
Tachibana said he'd come for me. Should head for the park entrance. Put way too much emphasis on the word come there. Really gotta watch
よ
myself.
桐生君。
小田、あんたが迎えの人間か。
まあね。昨べはゆっくり寝られたか？寒かったろ。
Rub it in, why don't you?
いや、いい宿が見つかったんでな。それより橘は？
社長は今あるところでお前を待っている。
あるところ？どこだ？
実はお前もよく知ってる場所だけど、ま、行ってみてのお楽しみだ。もう準備できてるなら車に乗ってくれ。いいか？
Let's go.
ああ、頼む。
よし、それじゃあ早速出発だ。
Let's fucking go, gamers.
今んとこつけられたりはしてねえようだな。
公園に野宿までして隠れてたんだ。少しぐらいゆっくりさせてもらうさ。それで今から行くのは新しい隠れ家ってことか？
いや、そういうわけじゃない。堂島組がカムロ町中に目光らせている限り、あんたはどこに隠れたっていずれは見つかっちまう。だから社長は堂島組の動きを抑えるために手打ってるとこだ。
どういうことだ？
今社長がいるのはお前もよく知ってる場所だ。俺たちもそこに向かってる。
だからどこなんだ？
言わなくてもお前にはそろそろわかる。
ここはまさか。
I've seen one of these
や
cutscene
っ
styles
と
in a
わか
while.
ったか。
登場会本部？何の真似だ小田？
社長は今登場界のトップにあんたのこと掛け合ってる。堂島組の動きを押さえつけるにはそのさらに上の極道になしつけるしかないってさ。
待て、登場会は橘不動産を潰そうとしてるんじゃなかったのか？橘もあんたも俺も全員殺されるぞ。何考えてんだ？
社長もそのくらい分かってるよ。それでも交渉ってのはいつだってやりようがある。先に降りてくれ。社長のいる場所に案内されるはずだ。
いくらなんでも無茶だ。
社長は賞賛があってここにいるわけだが、危ねえ橋渡ってんのも承知の上だ。ビジネスにはリスクがつきものでね。けどあんたもうちの社員なら社長を信じろ。
今度から何かするときはもっと早く教えろ。
しっかり頼むぜ、桐生君。
That was a weirdly pretty shot of Oda-san. Very coy. All these environments are going to become very familiar to us over time.
桐生さん、
ああ、
ご存知でしょうが、東上会2代目代行新原さんです。東日本における極道社会の最高権力者。
お前が桐生か。なるほど。その目つき、風間の若い頃を思い出すな。
Takashi Nihara, acting second chairman of the Tojo clan.
なあ、適当に座っていいぞ。
いえ、俺はここで。
なあ、いい。そんじゃ始めるか。
先ほどもお話ししましたが、私の望みはうちと東上会さんのカムロ町での共存です。
うちはあの町にどんな人間が来ても受け入れる。それを許しているからこそカムロ町は発展してきた。ただ東上会の大門を恐れん連中だけは別だ。あんたんとこの商売はそのルールからはみ出している。
私は東上会の恐ろしさを分かっているつもりです。今日伺ったのはそれを形にしてお見せしたかったからです。
何か手土産があるということか。
ええ、その上で一つ二代目代行にお願いしたいことがあります。
言ってみろ。
堂島組に桐生さんから手を引くよう東上会本家から働きかけてください。新原さんがご存知かどうか、堂島組は桐生さんを消そうとしています。
堂島もバカじゃない。そいつにも消されるだけの理由があるんだろ
う。堂島組が桐生さんを狙っているのは私を捕まえるためです。私は殻の一粒を手に入れるのに必要な情報を持っています。
殻の一粒か。なるほど。堂島はあの土地をよその人間に取られるわけにはいかねえだろうからな。だけど当然その上がりは本家にも入る。俺にあんたを助けてやる理由はない。
話は変わりますが、堂島組は東上会で稼ぎ頭だとか。本家の中にさえ堂島組の力に対抗できるだけの人間はいないそうですね。あなたも含めて。
堂島は本家に莫大な上がりを収めている。できた子分ではあるな。
そして東上界の跡目に今一番近い人間です。そう遠くない将来、堂島宗平が東上界の三代目になる可能性は高い。
それがどうした？
このまま堂島組が殻の一粒を手にすれば、さらに莫大な金と力を得ます。東上界に絶対的な独裁者が現れることになるでしょう。そうなった人間は目上の者にも敬意を払わな
This
く
is
な
an
る。
interesting strategy for him.
つまりあなたは会長代行まで上り詰めながら、その老後は劇的に惨めなものになる。
何？
立花。
新原さん、堂島に殻の一粒を手に入れさせてはいけません。一幹部が本家をしのぐ力を持てば、東上界は何もかもが大きく変わってしまう。
And there's his
堂
hook.
島の開発計画は上がりのでかいしのぎだ。東上界本家にも奴から相応の金が納められる。ただそれだけだ。何も変わりはしねえ。
そんな目先の話にとらわれてるようではトップは務まりませんよ。代行。
て
Damn.
めえ口 ちの聞き方を知らねえようだな。
Oh, he's choosing them.
お持ちした手土産が届いたようです。
入れてやれ。
Yeah, it's such an interesting strategy to me because he's really just playing on Mihara's insecurity, hoping to tease it out as much as he can. Basically playing with ego. It's like he could become more powerful than you, and you're not even like the legitimate chairman.
5億あります。これを桐生さんの命の代金としてお納めください。
5億。
こ
Shit,
れは
that's all
前
it
金
took.
です。
I could have just
堂
paid that
島組
myself.
の動きが止まりましたら、さらに5億。加えて今後、カムロ町でのうちの上がりの3割を東上会本家に納めさせていただきます。
たかが極道崩れの男の命に10億とはな。そこまでの価値があるのか。
その程度の金ならいくらでも作れますが、本当の友人を作るとなるとそうはいきません。差し迫った事情を言えば、私が殻の一坪を手に入れるにはどうしても桐生さんの力が必要です。
随分高く買われているな。
どうでしょう、新原さん。あなたには今、私たちの首を堂島組に引き渡すという選択肢もありますが、おそらくそのことで堂島から大した見返りはないでしょう。将来的にもね。でも、もしここで新原さんにお力添えいただければ、この先も堂島さんを本家に忠実な一幹部に留めておくことができるかもしれません。私の個人的な印象では、堂島さんはそのあたりが分相応に思います。
なるほど。あんたは確かにヤクザの股は開かせんのがうまい。金の使い方もよく分かっている。あの堂島が手こずるわけだな。
恐れ入ります。
なあ、堂島に伝えろ。桐生一馬は今から東上会本家の預かりとする。手出しは無用だとな。
貴重なお時間をありがとうございました。二代目代行。
桐生、風間がお前くらいの年の頃、あいつがどんな極道だったか知っているか。
いえ、詳しくは。
一言でいや一気当選だ。腕といい度胸といい、俺から見ても惚れ惚れするような男気を持つ本物の男だった。もしあの頃に戻って奴を10億で買えるなら、俺は迷わず払う。お前が本当に10億の価値があるのか見させてもらう。
I really like that scene. It's like Yakuza at its best can pull off those like talky scenes with no action incredibly well.
交渉がまとまった後にこう出られるとは予想外でした。これだからヤクザは面白い。
裏切られただけじゃないですか。
違うな。
じゃあなんで？
ビジネスの話はまとまってもけじめは取れってことなんでしょう。この場を切り抜けさえすれば向こうも約束を果たしてくれるはずです。
そういうことだ。
この場を切り抜けるって無茶だ。ここは登場界の本丸だぞ。
無茶でもなんでもこれが極道の流儀なんでな。小田、立花を頼む。
くっそ、分かったよ。
Prove you can put your mouth where your money is. Okay, so I'm gonna go for a missable trophy here. That is fun to get, but you have to have the heat to do it. First, I need to make sure. Oh, they're not here yet. Okay, so right now we're good. We can do whatever the hell we want. And now Kiryu is going to put his fist where those mouths are. So let's talk story while we wait, or while we get through this. One of the things I love about all of this is that Tachibana really is just kind of going, it is way more profitable for you to not do what Dojima wants. And the only way I can prove this is by providing you with a better profitable venture. God, I love that move. It's utterly arcadey. And like, obviously the gamble worked because Mihara did pretty much just outright say, yeah, if somebody is willing to pay 1 billion yen for you, I can think of people I would have done the same thing for, and that is way too much for me to ignore. Like, so far the story really does come off like Tachibana is largely just trying to prevent a rise to power for Dojima more than anything else. Naturally, there are still more things involved. Like, obviously, but... Oh. Oh, they're mad. Oh, they're big mad. Hey, 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 hey. Eat foot. I don't know, just like scenes like that like really get me because I think as you kind of understand the way they handle tone as the way they handle honorifics, they know how to use language to sell a point harder than just explicitly stating things. And there's a lot of moments like that throughout the series. We'll be getting a fair amount of that in Yakuza 4 as well. And I mostly mention that one because it's the most recent one I've been playing outside of Ishin. Looks like Oda and Tachibana made it out okay. And so now we're going to punch doors open. What I like is also how deeply character-centric scenes like that are. Yeah. Kiryu is almost always a passive figure in those situations until he absolutely needs to not be.
やっぱりすんなり正面から返してはくれそうにないか。たった3人相手に全力でかかってきやがって。
何を言ってるんです。初めからリスクを承知で飛び込んできたはずですよ。
それは分かってますけど。
これくらいの修羅場なら
今までに何度も経験してきたじゃないですか。それに桐生さんもいるんです。決して勝てない戦いではありません。
立花。
そうでした。それじゃ一丁ビシッとやりますか。新人に頼りっぱなしじゃ先輩の保険に関わる。
よし、それじゃあそこの扉から外に出よう。
ええ、行きましょう。
You get the feeling they're making decisions and acting on knowledge and such. Yeah, I mean, like, it's really easy to, like, drum up drama. It's really easy to act like... It's like, oh yeah, I'm just going to throw in a twist here. But for the most part, like, they really do feel as though they're trying to set up a really good crime thriller. Melodramatic as hell, but also just really, really fun. Oh, jeez. Okay, hold on 1 second. I need a lot of heat. So we're going to drink Miss Tasu's bathwater. And then drop. Oop. Nope. I thought it was a drop kick. It's a high knee. There we go. And open the door. Dang it. And they're enraged. Okay. Let's do that again. Charge up the heat a little. Charge up the heat a little. Love it. Dang it. Come on, one more grab. I only need 3. Give it to me. Okay, don't be rude with that sword. There we go. Need 50 enemies with Dragon Style. There we go. Rude. And once more, Heine. It's a Heine. Alright, we're doing good. Go ahead and grab the sword for the hell of it. Good thing we'll never have to do something like this again, under any circumstance. And we'll never have to fight guys like this, ever again. Bang. Okay, working together, solve the problems. Throwing knees into people's faces. Stop that. Stop that. Stop that. Oh, dang. I'm out of bullets. Oh, more bullets. I know it wouldn't make the game very fair, but I want more bullets. Also, how messed up is it that they made a beat-em-up RPG where the gun really is as powerful, or at least almost as powerful as it possibly should be? That feels unfair. Come on. No. Gotta do this QTE. Mash the button. There we go. And slice. He's still not dead. Kiryu has never killed a man. We cannot stress this enough. Kiryu has no blood on his hands whatsoever. Under no circumstances has this man ever cost another his life.
大丈夫か。
なんとか。それより先を急ぎましょう。出口はあっちだ。急ごう。
Pick over here. Nope, no items. And an item over here. But of course, we're not quite done. Because we're still on Tojo HQ property. So, naturally, more bad guys. Dang it. I fell down. Okay, that's fine. Hi, Chowda. Never killed a man, but once I kicked the guy's ass so hard he went to heaven without dying first. Listen, going to heaven doesn't necessarily mean you die. It just means you had an out-of-body experience. It means somebody slapped you so hard that your spirit fell out of your body and heaven got confused. That's all it means. That is not murder. And you cannot be tried in court for that. Maybe in the Holy Court, but, like, I don't believe in it. So it holds no authority over me, which is exactly how that works. You just don't believe in something, it will never affect you. Hard lessons that you can definitely learn from me without error, without mistake, without question. If you just don't believe in something, it can't affect you. Yes, absolutely. Good advice from a person you should always listen to without question. Anyway, we're gonna punch more guys. Why am I the way I am? Why is that what comes out of my mouth? Oh. Oh, that's good. Working together. Working together. And again. I'm buffing up my stats as much as I can where I can. So I'm kind of enjoying the benefits right now. Here we go. Love how this one-armed guy with ruined kidneys can still do Jackie Chan shit. Listen! The lack of kidney makes him lighter. He is more capable now. There's less weight holding him down. Getting his kidney removed made him like Rock Lee with those weighted bracelets. I assume. It's kind of like how Majima is so good at things because, like, his eyeball was clearly holding him back. He's a better dancer because there's less weight in his head. That's how it works, right? I mean, I have to assume. And as a streamer, that means I'm an expert in anything that comes out of my mouth. At least I assume, right? That's the gist I get. Oh my god, dude. He keeps stabbing me in the butt. And that's not the kind of stabbing in the butt anyone is asking for right now. You're thinking of strong bad, baby. Well, strong bad's always right, so I don't know what point you're trying to get there. Other than agreeing with me. Here we go. Almost done. There's only a few left. That move is still wild to me, especially that little flex at the end. It's like, yeah, just like treat your fists like a vice with a man's skull and then maneuver his head straight into your knee. That makes sense. And I love it. It's video games.
なんとか生き延びたのか。ここに長居は無用です。行きましょう。
I just want him to give a little thumbs up. Thank God this is the only time Kiri will have to beat the crap out of the entire Tojo clan.
カズマか。あの風間が目をかけただけのことはある。あれもいつか化ける男なのかもしれねえな。
桐生の件だがな、本家がちゃちゃ入れてきやがった。堂島組や桐生一馬に手出し無用とな。
そいつは橘不動産の手配りです、親父。連中もうちに追い詰められちゃ本家に泣き入れるくらいしかありませんからね。全部予想できた動きです。
久世と阿波野にはできなかった。
俺にはさらにこの次、橘が桐生をどう動かすかも分かります。
なるほど。もう久世と阿波野に遠慮する気はねえってことか、渋沢。
殻の一坪は俺のこの手で差し出しますよ、親父。
Okay.
いつまでこんなとこにいるつもりだ。
久しぶりの休息です。たまにはゆっくりしないと持ちません。私は体が弱いんです。
Moves like that.
あれだけ極道を相手に暴れ回れりゃ十分だ。
ただ死に物狂いだっただけですよ。
なあ、あんた。
はい。
なんで俺なんかのために10億も出したんだ。おまけに登場会本家に借りまで作っちまった。あんたは金と力を手に入れ、それで登場会に迫りたいと言ってたな。そのために殻の一粒が必要だと。だが本当の目的は他にあるんじゃねえのか。だとしたらなんであんたはそんな体を張ってまで殻の一粒を狙う。あの土地には俺の知らない何か他の価値があるのか。
それについては企業秘密というわけにはいきませんね。
社員にも言えない企業秘密か。あんたについていく社員は命がいくつあっても足りねえな。
だからあなたのような人が私には必要なんです。風間さんもそれをよく分かっていたからこそ桐生さんを私につけてくれた。
だが殻の一粒についちゃまだ何も進んでね。これからどうする？俺は何をすればいい？
それなんですが、昨晩ようやく殻の一粒の所有者を抑えました。その人物は今大阪の蒼天堀にいます。
蒼天堀？
ええ。ですがすぐにこちらから出向くわけにはいきません。
我々以外にもその人物を狙う組織が蒼天堀にいます。
あんたの他に所有者の居所を突き止めた奴らか。
おそらくは渋沢組の人間です。
渋沢？あいつか。
問題はその渋沢以外にもあの近江連合までが動いているらしいということです。
近江連合？奴らも殻の一つも。
ええ、その近江連合もどれだけの規模で動いているか分かりません。今の蒼天堀は私たちにとってカムロ町以上に危険です。少なくとももっと状況が把握できるまで行動は控えるべきでしょう。
そいつはあんたらしくもね。
え？
小田も言ってた。ビジネスにリスクはつきものだってな。それをあいつに教えてやったのはあんたじゃなかったのか。あんたの腎臓はアジア街を長く離れるわけにいかねえ。だが俺は逃げ回るだけなのはもうごめんだ。待たされるのも性に合わねえ。あんたがどう言おうが一人ででも蒼天堀に行く。殻の一坪の持ち主はカムロ町に連れてくればいいんだな。
ええ、ですが
俺も行きますよ。桐生の言う通りです、社長。状況の見えない蒼天堀だからこそ俺たちが直接動くべきなんじゃありませんか。誰かが俺らより先に殻の一坪を手に入れれば全部水の泡なんです。安全策だけじゃ後手に回ります。
たまにはいいことを言うな、小田。
リスクは承知の上ということですね。それでも本当に蒼天堀に行ってもらえるんですか、桐生さん。
ああ。
私が指示したわけじゃありません。ですから何かあっても労災は出ませんよ。
もう俺のために10億出してもらってる。これ以上あんたに金出させる気はねえさ。
そうですか。でしたら結構です。
Ooh, doggy. So, the Dojima family's off our ass, and we now know where to find the alleged owner of the empty lot. So while it doesn't seem like a lot of progress has been made, we got rid of a lot of obstacles. And considering the way everything was going down is a huge deal.
蒼天堀に向かう前に準備を整えておいてください。
あんたらは
アジア街に戻ります。話は通しておきますから、準備ができたら陳さんの店に来てもらえますか。私と小田さんはそこで桐生さんを待ちます。
堂島組はあらかた町から消えたみてえだ。二代目大根が約束通り手回してくれたと見える。とはいえ油断すんなよ。
Listen, Judge, we had to fight capitalism and win.
それじゃ後でな。
Went from a Ferrari to a minivan. But he seems like he's happy. You know, there's so much more room for activities. Didn't expect the owner of the empty lot to turn up at the Sultan Glory. Maybe a while before I'm back in Kamurocho. I should make sure I'm ready before heading out. Thankfully, the Sugita building's close. Might not be a bad idea to make some extra money there, just in case. I should head for Chen's restaurant once I'm ready to go. Shouldn't have any problems getting to Little Asia now. So, we're not going to jump towards Little Asia yet. We're going to do a little sub-story. Oh hey, Kiryu baby! Kiryu? Oh, you mean Mr. Kiryu! If it isn't Papillon Kato and Director Spining. What are you two doing here? A bling bling ka-ching! We were just talking about you, Kiryu. Talking about me? Yes, you helped us with that music video for Miracle. Now, I want to do something for you, Kiryu. You helped me out big time, too. So I want to hype up your side gig. Bada bing, bada biz. What does that mean? We want to help you, Kiryu-chan. Yes, we will put our world-class abilities at your disposal. Come on, Kiryu. Let's do this thing together. Sure, it would be great to get top names like you two to help me. Aren't you really busy with your day jobs, though? Don't sweat the deets. We're jazzed to work with you, Kiryu-chan. Just let us on the gravy train. So now we have Papillon Kato and Spining as advisors. Ha! We'll smash box office records together. Well, Papillon Kato is an advisor and Spining is a director, so, or is a manager. So two different things, but very important. I'm not too sure about this, but oh well. Thanks for your help, guys. I believe we have another dude. Yo, Kiryu-kun! How have you been? Hey, Kasuga. You're not sticking your neck where it doesn't belong again, are you? I get around. I do what I do. Business as usual, huh? But what brings you here? I want to ask a favor, Kiryu-kun. As part of my research for an upcoming article, I'd like to help you with your biz. What, my business? We're short on people, so I'd appreciate the help, I guess, but... that's great. Thanks. I'll work hard for my pay. And now we got Kasuga as a manager. Wait a minute. Pay? You want a salary? Oh, chill out. I do pretty good work if I do say so myself. Fine. Welcome aboard. Sweet. Thanks for having me. I know Kiryu is probably just coming at this from the angle of, like, you are here for your job. Why am I paying you a salary when you're doing this for your own job? You're doing this on your own dime. But on the same token, like, look at how much everybody else gets paid there. He deserves a pay. Especially if he's actually going to help out. Okay, so let's see if we can get a quick primer on like what the story actually is. Since we did take a big long break and we are kind of going into the story pretty hard, we'll do some sub-stories at the beginning of the stream next time before we head off, but we are going to be away from sub-stories for a bit. So we're going to have a lot of story to get through. So, we got the empty lot. Kiryu shakes somebody down for money, and that somebody gets killed behind his back. He gets framed for it. Why? We're not entirely sure, but somebody was trying to do that. Somebody was trying to instigate something to make the empty lot untouchable. The empty lot is also sought after by the Tojo clan, especially the Dojima family, who are trying to get up as much real estate to have a controlling interest by basically developing the crap out of these areas. Now, for those of you who don't know for future games, this empty lot, this whole block, like pretty much the entire eastern half, is where the Millennium Tower that is iconic throughout the series is eventually going to be developed. So when they say it is a big deal property, they are not lying. Also, I need to eat. Holy cow. In real life and in game. So, in order to try and, like, the Dojima family is trying to hold Kiryu accountable because they know that Kazuma has something to do with it. And they are going to use every single angle they can get to try and ensure that they can get that empty lot. Tachibana's been trying to keep it from him, for reasons we still don't fully know. And Tachibana has been doing it at Kazuma's request, which is even more insane. Kazuma, of course, right now is in frickin' jail, and just, you know, hanging out, you know, vibing. So we do everything we can to try and prove that we're innocent. We kind of failed to convince the people necessary. But Tachibana comes in and vouches for us because he's the one everybody's actually trying to target, especially considering that they now know Tachibana is working with Kiryu, and Kiryu is working with Tachibana. I'm running all the way back to the real estate agency as I wind down. So now we're going to Sotenbori to find the actual owner of the empty lot. Finally secured the purchase, maybe. But of course, it's been a minute since we've last seen Majima. So what's likely going to end up happening is, once we're done in Kamurocho, we're going to be done with Kiryu for a little bit too. And that's a whole other story that we'll do some reminders on next time. For now though, I think it'd be good to just pop in, get a save in, and we are going to save because, oh my god, I need to ensure that what happened before never happens again. I'm just going to put on some music while I get set up and save. So, okay. Today's Monday, right? Yeah, so tomorrow we'll be back with more. I'm probably going to be pretty exhausted tomorrow. So, I'm hoping I won't have to cancel stream, but I will be pretty tired because I am going to be lugging a lot of boxes most likely. And if not, then hey, even better. But for now, the plan is to focus on a couple more sub-stories next time and then move on to Chapter 11 of 16. So again, that'll be tomorrow. Anyway, I've been Robin, the Interjack without a C, and will continue to be so for the foreseeable future. While I wind down, I'm going to do some real estate stuff. Let's see, VODs are available for 60 days after their initial airing, completely free, and this series is going up on YouTube within 24 hours of the stream, which is a unique case for this situation. I also have a bunch of Sly 2 going live, and hopefully we'll be getting Sly 1 showing up very soon, which I really want. Let's see. If you want to support the channel, following and subscribing gets you access to exclusive emotes, including the High Debbie emote designed by Lark and the Endless Poggers emote from Drakengard 1. Everything else was designed by me, and everything was drawn by me. Let's see. And lastly, if you want to know when I go live, just click the notification bell and check out the schedule tab down below. I try to keep it as updated as humanly possible, so if you have any questions or concerns about what we're playing or when, there you go. Anyway, that's it. I've already said my name. Thank you all for coming. Get hydrated, get vaccinated, get masked up, be good, be safe, be awesome, and be gone. I have pizza downstairs and I'm going to consume the crap out of it. Bye!